Let's compare between Duterte and Marcos. Why Duterte, people say that he used a more pro-China policy. Remember when 2016, when he first time got elected, the first trip he made is to Beijing, talk about business and how to resume their bilateral cooperation on business and economic relations. They also talk about how to kind of lower down the South China Sea issue. Even Philippines and China, they have serious kind of conflicts in the South China Sea. For example, 2013, the Scarborough Shoal disputes. In 2025, they even have the stand up on the Winsup, the reefs. So let's see how the two countries they cooperate, because if you remember correctly, 2017 to 2019, China and Philippines, they made a kind of cooperation on we call the group seat corporations. Philippines got the kind of gift from mainland China about several kind of very expensive groupers, and the fishermen in Philippines try to raise them up and sail back to the mainland China. Like what I mentioned, they also 2018, Duterte also discussed with Xi Jinping how they can jointly develop the South China Sea on the natural gas issues. However, because the constitutions, Filipino constitutions constraints, they cannot negotiate about the revenues, because China wants to get about 50 of the revenues from the joint developments on the natural gas, while Philippines constitution say they need to get 60%. So when they have this kind of talking war on these issues, this kind of joint developments got stopped. So Duterte stopped the negotiation and cooperations. But let's look at Marcos. Marcos knows that the South China Sea issues, they are the core national interest about their survival. He wants to make sure first South China Sea issue will not repeat again. Like for example, the PLA Navy will show up one day in front of the territorial water or even EEZ and give kind of threats. So the Marcos, he kind of switched the side to United States to even have this kind of military drills. We can see the largest military drills for past decades. They just finished this April. They call the shoulder-to-shoulders military drills, which give a huge kind of impact on the China and the Filipino bilateral relations. So like what I say, if in conclusion, if Duterte is using this kind of more pro-China policy, Marcos, he's trying to move a little bit away from China. However, he still wants to play this kind of hedging card between China and the United States. This is for sure.